which always makes me a bit nervous. The thought of people waiting too long and getting fed up and upset. Because that happens very easily nowadays.
I was just going to say, G, how many pies do you reckon you could churn out at maximum sort of capacity during a match day?
It's an early start. Let's just say you have to really be up early, and depending on the kickoff time, but you have to have them all prepared from early in the morning. We had people in the kitchen cooking them or getting them ready to be cooked, and we bought an extra oven for more storage. So I think we can get like about 500 ready to go, maybe something along that region.
That's amazing.
I mean, that 500 caters for Andy's requirements, but you understand that there's going to be another 10,000 people in the area, so you might need to double that.
Do you have a contingency plan of like a pile of Frey Bentos at the back?
put the shutter down as well. That's a contingency plan and run. No, hopefully by the time those ones are selling, we'll be able to have more in the oven and keep it rotating. Hopefully, so.
Okay.
At the moment, we're in the blind a little bit. We've not experienced it yet. So
it's quite tough, isn't it? Yes, because if you're kind of, your sole kind of capacity experience so far is that this Saturday.
Yeah.
So then your next experience will be, well, let's see what happens on Wednesday.
Yeah.
And at least you're kind of then going, okay, well, now we know what it sort of feels like to have, you look at your numbers and go, well, we've gone from a couple of dozen a day to maybe, 30, 40 a day to maybe hopefully a few hundred.
Yeah.
You can then get a sense and scale appropriately, but all you can do is be honest and say, listen, you're just not winging it as such, but you are feeling your way over those first.
Well, and I've been saying that to people. We're still, still in the learning process. So just kind of bear with us. Some people are okay with it. Some people, as you know, are not so okay with things. But on the whole, everyone's quite understanding.
It's life in society, isn't it?
Exactly. Exactly.
Some people
have an being on Twitter, you know how it goes just by being on Twitter.
100%.
How people can be. But overall, everyone's been understanding and nice. So it's been okay so far.
Imagine banging out Frey Bentos pies. You could nick down Poundland and stock up on Saturday.
Oh God!
People's faces will be just like, what the fuck?
It's just changed the shape a little bit.
Just squash them.
Hopefully, we won't get to that.
From the tweets that I'm seeing, there's been a lot of love for the goat pies. So, what is? I mean, I can only obviously go by what I see. But what is at the moment is the one that's really popular that seems to be doing the best for you at the moment?
I think still the beef pie is still the main seller, but the goat one is really starting to pick up some popularity. I even had I think he follows you. You know that Shaban, I think his name is, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, Shaban. I think you guys have chatted to him a little bit on Twitter, but he's already been down 4 times. He's quite a traditionalist guy. He likes to
right. Okay.
But he brought a friend with him. Was it a couple of days ago? And his friend is really into traditional pie. He loves pies. But I convinced him to try the goat. So he took it and he went out. And about 20 minutes later, he came back in and said to me, "That pie was amazing." He said, "I'm a traditional guy, but that was really nice." He said, so that was quite pleasing.
Yeah.
Even somebody that doesn't usually eat that, he gave it a go still.
So, G, you're also doing like specials on particular days, is that right?
Yeah, we're going to introduce that at some point. We haven't done anything differently at the moment, but okay. I mean, it could just be random, whatever comes into our minds.
Oh wow!
Like we were talking about cheese earlier on, so there'll definitely be something with cheese in there because I like cheese myself. So how we'll incorporate it, I don't know yet, but we'll.
So do you have your time for research and development to actually develop products? And...
Yeah, just me at the moment.
Yeah.
I want to see the Jaffa cake pie. G.
A Jaffa cake pie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dessert one. Yeah. Let's see what we can do there. A layer of jelly.
Yeah, I think Billy that was in on Saturday's a bit of a Jaffa cake fan, isn't he? So I think that's why Paddy mentioned.
Yeah, about his bag.
About the Jaffa. Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's not a bad shot. Let's see how that could work out. It'd be very interesting one.
So if anybody who's listening to the pod has got an idea for a pie, whether it be kind of like a theme thing or whether it should be a special thing or whatever. They should suggest it to us or tweet you or find out or whatever.
Yeah.
And let's see.
Good idea, actually.
Inspiration out there.
I just thought of a nice one actually, and maybe one filled with Nutella would be nice.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Might be a bit too much, maybe.
Although you could do that. You could do that as you could do a dessert one. So you make it smaller.
Yeah.
With a savoury, a sweet pastry, and then you can have like little bite size and Nutella and marshmallow.
It'd have to be that big for me. It'd have to be that big.
Yeah, have to be quite
that big. It's very small.
Yeah, I'm sure there's plenty of options.
Nice.
Yeah. It'd be nice to have a burrito pie, wouldn't it?
Burrito pie.
Burrito Mexican type filling.
Mexican one. There's loads of options you can try, really.
Yeah.
Interesting. But that's the plan, to give a few a try.
Brilliant.
One is particularly popular, we can keep it maybe. Who knows?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
That's
So good stuff. So Jay, have you got an on this day for us today?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I only got in 2 minutes before I dialed in. So
you did actually. Well, 5 minutes, but yeah, we won't split hairs. But yeah.
Okay, sorry, I've let you down again, haven't I?
You've let the side down. So we'll move on then. So we'll look towards the upcoming games that we've got coming up. So Wednesday is the early kickoff, the 6 o'clock kickoff. Villa at home. Andy and myself are being scabs and are going to the game. Simon, did you apply for that game, Simon?
I didn't know because no, I'm not going to. The guys that I go with are still kind of a bit nervous about travelling because they come in from Kent. So I was like, well, I'm not going to go sit on my own like Billy No Mates.
Yeah. No, so it's just because you were like, when we were speaking earlier about you saying about like really only kind of waiting to get back into the stadium and looking forward to it and stuff like that. So just wondered if this would be your first opportunity. So I like, despite all the scab bollocks and all that sort of rubbish, I'm looking forward to it. Massively looking forward to it. Massively looking forward to dropping in for a pie and mash at G's.
Definitely.
A quick shandy somewhere because I don't drink very much. I'm not a heavy drinker, as we all know. So I'm looking forward to it. So Andy, as you're going to be there in the flesh, what are your thoughts for the game on Wednesday?
Well, obviously it's going to be Harry's last game in Tottenham. So
are you going to be booing him? Get out of my club!
I'm just so
glass
annoyed.
ankles.
Yeah, I might actually get the trust to get angry with him or something. I think Villa's going to be tough, but I think we're going to do them. I think we're going to do them 3-0, and it's going to be a hat trick from Harry, and that's going to be his send-off.
And you're going to boo every goal.
I'm going to boo every goal that he scores.
Yeah. Jamie, so Jay, what's your thoughts?
We're going to win 2-0. Bale, 2 goals.
Okay, fantastic, good stuff. G,
I want to go 2-1 Spurs.
Okay, good stuff. Happy with that. Simon,
I think I'm going to hybrid these together. I'm going to say we are going to win 3-1. I think that would be a fabulous way to see Harry off. Except he gives away the end goal.
I personally think we're going to win 3-1 as well, to be honest. So yeah, wins all round. Yay! Happy days.
By the way, did you know that we've got the second best home record in the Premier League this season? Behind City.
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
no,
I didn't realise that, but that's a fact.
There was just going off piste a little bit. Sorry, but I know we've had fairly good seasons recently, and done quite well, achieved quite a lot, and got to finals, and top 4 and all that sort of stuff. But I'm seeing people tweeting about us being in our darkest hours, and and stuff. Like, I can't equate what's like, why people are actually putting this shit on Twitter. Like, in our darkest hours.
They obviously never lived through the 90s.
There must be a lot of the young.
But even if you factor out the 90s, even if you factor out the 80s, factor everything out, how the fuck is this our darkest hour?
I don't know.
I don't understand. The melodrama on social media these days is just, I don't understand people so extreme in their views about things. Oh, anyway, so sorry. It just unreal.
People need to get outside. They need to get out. I'm sorry, Jamie.
They need to get out, yeah.
It must be antisocial, but people need to get outside, see some real people, go to the pub, hug someone, kiss someone, do something silly, whatever it is. But people spend too long at home looking at their fucking phones.
I think you're right.
Yeah,
I think you might be spot on there, Simon. I couldn't believe some of the shit that I was reading. Sorry. Anyway, sorry. So
I think you've got a bunch of 60 repressed 20-somethings who haven't been able to go to nightclubs in a year and do whatever they do. It's like they're all starting to lose their brain cells.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
Okay, so we're all going for a win against Villa. So we wrap up the season on the Sunday away to Leicester. What like, Simon, seeing as you were so inspirational just a minute ago, we'll start with you. How do you feel we're going to finish that?
Well, I think that's going to be a bit more of a problem. I mean, this is why I'm sort of looking at the league table now. I'm like, as it always comes down to this, it's like, oh my God, we've thrown away, a couple of points here and a couple of points there, and it's going to fuck us up, isn't it? So I think, and it'll come down to the fact that, if we hadn't thrown away 2 points from winning position here or a couple of points from winning position there, this wouldn't be a problem. But if we do, even if we win on Wednesday and everything else goes in our favour, I think a draw probably at Leicester away. They're, they're sitting up there. They've just won the cup. They're in a better mental space than us. I don't know.
They're on the beach now. They're on the beach.
Yeah, but they've got to play Chelsea, haven't they? When they play Chelsea, is it tomorrow?
True.
I mean,
tomorrow night. Yeah, it's going to be
tomorrow
a big
night.
game.
So that they might, if they get spanked by Chelsea tomorrow night.
But Chelsea got a Champions League final as well to think about.
They have.
Yeah,
but that's a couple of weeks. But I just think, obviously, Chelsea are going to be out for revenge from Saturday, and as much as I'd like Leicester probably to beat Chelsea, I worry that Chelsea will be too strong for Leicester, and therefore they'll beat them. But anyway, my point is that if they beat Leicester, hopefully Leicester might just think fuck it, and they might just give up.
I think they will. Yeah, especially as Brendan Rodgers is joining us as manager. He's probably going to tell them that just before the game, isn't he? So.
He's going to tell Kane that. That's what's going to keep Kane there. But
that's right.
Yeah. Okay. So you going, Simon? You were going for a draw. Was it a score draw? Or...
Yeah. I think I'll say 1-1 because I don't see it being better than that. But maybe I'll feel differently after tomorrow evening. Going back to
too late. You're committed to 1-1 now. That's it.
Okay, Andy. Backsies.
We're going to win 5-1, and Harry's going to get 4 goals. It's going to be a bit like that 6-1, and he's going to get the golden boot again. And Mo Salah will cry a lot.
In fact, who are Liverpool playing next? Just out of interest.
I think they've got Palace, haven't they?
They've got Burnley, haven't they? Have they not got Burnley and then finish with Palace?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how many penalties do you think they'll get then?
I think they'll get 7 penalties, but they'll only score 2 of them. It should be quite nice.
Hey, G, thoughts for Leicester?
I think we're going to beat them.
Yeah,
we're going to go
definitely.
Bang, 2-0. We're going to get Brendan Rodgers as well.
Yep.
Okay, so we're going to beat them. Was it 2-0? Did you say and take their manager?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. Jamie.
I think it's going to be a tight game. There's going to be 5 minutes of injury time, and Kane will